What's up, Trekkies? Hi, so it's Groundhog's Day, and I'm going to be talking about the Paradox Dreadnought, which probably is one of those things people want to know about, because I bought it day one. I was literally came out, just bought it, equipped it. We're gonna go over it. I've already leveled it all the way master. I played it off on weekend. We're gonna go over various things. This video is probably gonna jump around a fair bit. Before we do this, let's go check the Stowe News thing before we get into. Okay, so there's nothing's been posted since the giveaway that was the Sao Paulo. Nothing. Okay. I don't think anything's going to be posted other than the fact that, so currently we have the dual heavy cannons, a Polaron beam array, and then a random plasma distribution console, which is just +4 weapon power. That's available from Time and Tide. On this Thursday, the console tactical chronometric capacitor Mark 12 will be available, which will give you the 2, or if you're like crazy and you spent a lot of low buy on getting all the things so you can have the Krenim warship now rather than do the event. Some people are rich, and I'm not judging, but a little crazy sometimes. Then you will get the 3 set. Because the ship has the torpedo in this set. So if you don't get the ship and all you do is this mission, you get 3 of 4. So what this console is 20% Polaron damage, 2.7% or 2.7 weapon power setting, 30 particle generators, and 20% torpedo damage. Which is going to confuse the heck out of me because but I want to use the 1 torpedo for the destabilizing resonance beam, and I want to use the 1 torpedo for this thing. So I can get that, and it's just like 2 torpedoes. Maybe I could put one in the back. I don't know. But there isn't like a wide angle torpedo you can put in the back that's like 180 degrees. But anyways, so that's that. And you get the 2 piece out of that. And since I've already got one of those pieces, let's check real fast what this is. Info. The 2 piece coming up is just auxiliary power setting, but varies based on your power setting. So that second part is not so great for science vessels. Pretty decent for someone who doesn't like aux. The set 3 is a chronometric energy converter. Target yourself. It says 1 minute 49.1 second recharge, 2 minute cooldown. It gives you 25% exotic damage, almost 26% energy weapon damage. Nothing affects it. And then the set 4 increases the proc chance of Krenim torpedo launcher by 50%. Don't know what it does. I don't have the ship. Increases duration of chronometric energy converter, the set 3, to 30 seconds from 15 seconds. So I like this. This 4-piece set will go on, like if I go back to my Vesta, which I probably will at times, this is going on there because I love the way this set up. Here is the ship. I have my Mako set on it. And it is, well, it's hard to tell how big it is. It's big. And I saw that when I first got this, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I parked it next to something and was like, oh my God. So, here. Let's fly this thing over. Because I'm at the research lab because it's the least laggy and whatnot. And yes, I have fighters and I'll go over my fighters. So here's a Haypax. It's just an NPC Haypax, but it is of normal size of Haypax. I mean, look at this thing. The Dreadnought, if you haven't really seen one, or if you haven't really flown next to one, yeah, they're big. Like, there's a Presidio down there and whatnot. And, oh my God, this thing is just so big. Like, it's bigger than a Jem'Hadar Dreadnought cruiser carrier, whatever that C stands for. Like, my Vesta can fit inside the research lab ring with room to spare. This thing, it just, no, it doesn't. Not one bit. It's so big. So, let's get back out away from things so I don't have that. But the Mako set is actually fairly decent for this. I like the Mako set purely because of the heavy graviton beam. I don't really care about its tankiness or whatnot, but I really do love the heavy graviton beam. It's really good for science because it's just so much damage. Anyways, so my fighters, as you guys can see right here on what I have for shift 1, is I have the Aeon time ships. They come with this ship. This is the only way to get them, but they're useful on anything else. This isn't like a Tholian. You know, you only get the Tholian or the Jem'Hadars or the whatnot. You can use the time ships on anything. And here, you guys can't even see it. You guys see it right there? See if we get another one. It's so small in comparison to my ship. There, see? It just looks like the regular Aeon time ship. But I have the elite version. I has the elite version, which means they have subatomic disruptor. I haven't really seen them use it, but then I don't watch what they do. They have torpedo high yield 2, which, as with chronoton torpedoes, they launch 3 instead of a high yield. So they launch 3 chronoton torpedoes, and there's 6 of these little buggers. And chronoton torpedoes slow movement speed, so I don't really use target engines anymore. Just letting you know. And then they have anti-proton beam arrays in the back and in the front. The other ones, the ones that it comes with, only have chronoton torpedo launchers and a beam in the front. So, I mean, it's a pretty big beam. And then launch elite. That whole thing down there is my scramble fighters. That little bit. It's actually really cool. As I stated before, the unstable anomalies, which the gravity well and Titan's Rift explode and reduce accuracy and damage. That's just, you know, boom, 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 boom. I haven't actually seen the explosion, but trust me, I've seen its effect. Other than that, it's just got regular science vessel. I mean, it's a Dreadnought, but this thing doesn't act like a Dreadnought, other than the fact that it has 4 weapons up front. That's it. Everything else on this is very science vessel, or the fact that it's very, very big. This thing is actually visually larger than a tarantula, in case I was all wondering. So, now here, Quantumetric Polaron Dual Heavy Cannons Mark 12. I haven't upgraded them yet. Waiting to get all my Omega things. The Quantum Phase Dual Heavy Cannons, the phaser ones from previous missions. Quantum Phase Beam Array, because I like beam arrays, and then the Quantum Phase Torpedo, because I love the Quantum Destabilizing Beam. I love that thing so much. I love having a belly beam, as I call it, even though this thing's more off the nose. But, and then here's my Mako Graviton Deflector, so I can get the Graviton Beam. Secondary Deflector, as most people will get this, and I'm using the Strategic Deteriorating Secondary Deflector, which affects Titan's Rift, Tachyon Beam, and Destabilizing Resonance Beam, which are 3 things that I use. And it causes a radiation dot. You can't get one that affects Gravity Well and Titan's Rift, because because your deteriorating is draining, you need the other one that works on inhibiting, which is like tractor beams and jam sensors and Gravity Well, and I mean, I have Gravity Well, but I don't, anyway. So, and then it deals radiation damage. So when you drop a Titan's Rift on something with this ship and this deflector, it gets a dot, which is 750 radiation damage every second for 10 seconds. Your Titan's Rift is doing what Titan's Rift does, not to mention, which, where are you? My Titan's Rift, as you guys can see, is minus 4.5 all current power levels and about 500 kinetic damage per second. And then all of that, which is just various. 25% chance to give me more aux power, yay. 20% chance to set recharge time to 60% of normal recharge time, yay duty officers. And then 2 target damage resistant training, yay duty officers. No, that's a trait. But as you can see, it actually is almost 1,000 radiation damage per second for my secondary deflector, because this is taking into account all the... I do not have the thing that allows the duty officer for this to proc more. I have the Gravity Well, which you can see here. 20% chance set recharge time to 60% of normal, but then it's 25%, 20%, 15%, 10%. Now let's go over what I have on this ship. Well, let's go over the console still. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm also using the Temporal Phase Overcharge Warp Core because it's got the name Temporal in it. And it's the Paradox Temporal Dreadnought. Yes, if you want to laugh at the fact that I named it the Chrono Behemoth, I called it the Chrono Behemoth. So I've got Omni Beams in the bag. I still need to kind of tweak with these weapons, but I want to have that full set before I do anything. I may have a point where, because that one mission 2 bag has like the whole like what I have in place of Mako that has that sort of set, and I'm like, maybe I should have that one. So I'm also using the Anti-Chronoton set with the Temporal Overcharge Warp Core, the Disentanglement Console, and the Omni Beam, which, because, you know, this little ability shoots out. I love that one, because it... So then I have a Wells. If you didn't know, I have a Wells. I ground the hell out of that on all the boxes, and I finally got one. So I have a Tippler cylinder. Okay. I still need a Mannheim Device. Anybody wants to gift me a Temporal Destroyer? And then Alive Enable Crewman Resistance Rating, because this thing has like 2,300 crew. And I figured I don't really have anything else I know I'm using right now. And then the Enhanced Monitor, because who doesn't like kinetic damage resistance rating? I mean, there's probably other things I could put in there, but these are just fillers at this point. This is the console that came with it, the Temporal Rift Stabilizer. And I'll show you that. I'll show you that here in just a little bit. Then Exotic Particle Field Exciter, because exotic particles, particle generators, because that does basically gravity well damage, plus gravity well and Tychon's Rift, exotic particles. Projected Singularity, yes, I understand that it says that it does not affect. The Gravity Well Duty Officer does not affect the Projected Singularity. It's an error, but it doesn't. I've never seen this thing proc multiple. And then I have the Temporal Disentanglement Suite, which is great. It's a Crenum Temporal, it's the Anti-Chronoton infused, Aux power, maximum shield capacity, crit chance based on Aux, crit severity based on Aux, reduced damage to shields. That's just great for a science vessel. And then the Quantum Phase Converter, which goes with the weapons for the Quantum Destabilizing Beam, bonus phaser damage, Aux power, flow capacitors, Nukara Particle Generator. I have it on here just because it's accuracy with beams, and I have 4 beams. So. And then particle generators. There's probably something else I could put in there, but again, I kind of filled things up. And then phaser relay, because phaser damage. I have a lot of phaser damage, but both of, you know, I have one Omni Beam, the forward beam, and both of the dual heavy cannons are phaser damage. So, oh no, that's Polaron damage. Well, hell. So I have 3 weapons that are phaser damage out of my total of 6. So, I guess. And then Plasmonic Leech. Plasmonic Leech. Plasmonic Leech. That's that. Okay. Alright, let's go find something to do. Okay, so I'm going to do the Deferi daily, the aiding the Deferi, so there's 3 different missions, and hopefully I'll have a good chance of showing you guys what this thing does. I've set to advance, so if I die a lot, well, I can edit it out. I need things to stay alive longer. Yeah. Launch fighters. Scan facility. It's a brain ambush. Alright, so we cleared out all the mines. So let's go take on incoming brain transmission. That's the brain, right? console for the ship. Drop my own gravity well on it. Might have to upgrade him. I don't know. Backed out of death with it too. Actually, it was really strange. Board cube blew up, or it was about ready to get, and I hit temporal backstep. It blew up. I died. The ship started doing its listing thing, and then all of a sudden, this second ship came out of the backup. Well, it was still like twisting and very, very weird looking. Scan the hexafluorine gas. Damn it. Coming green transmission. Launch more fighters. Obliterated that. blockade thing for the fleet, and it was like I could hold all the enemies in place while the little cargo vessel got away. It was actually pretty fun. And then as I backed out of it, I then chucked a projected singularity away and moved them even further back, and I forgot about them. I just moved on to the next one. Come on, guys. Where you at? Start firing. There we go. Graviton B. Defeat the marine blockade. Yes, sir. Party there, boyos. Y'all need Jesus. Why not? It's really great when everything, I have to like pop everything, and then I just click that, and it just shortens cooldowns. Administrator. Get the hell out of here. The ferry patrol. I get the hell out of combat. Damn it. I get it, guys. I figured out how to activate your damn torpedo shit. Bowling for brain. Alright, so sorry for the long video, but I mean, this is a complete review. You've seen this thing in combat on an advanced setting. The only issue I have is I have way too much stuff on my bar right now, because I actually have stations. I actually have a tractor beam. I have a tractor beam, but I don't use it because I'm like, I could use Narfu with his transfer shield strike. I don't have enough room on my bar, though. I mean, I guess I put him there. He's never been in there anywhere, but again, I don't know. Transfer shield strength would be pretty nice. Another shield heal, but I need kind of a hull heal. And usually, like on the Vesta, I have engineering team there. But what's actually kind of kooky crazy is the fact that I have this device on. Otherwise, I'd probably use my tractor beam there. But again, so as you've seen it in combat, you've seen all the various things I equipped it with. Just gonna leave this here so you guys can see what exactly I am using in bridge officer slottings. I mean, I don't use a beam overload or anything like that because I have the target subsystems and they share cooldowns, so I try to use cannons. If I turn off, you know, I'm going to continue to use cannons. I mean, you know, if I go to beams on this guy, then I probably will switch that over to like a torpedo yield or spread. But yeah, that's pretty much that. And then like the actual stats of the ship, I mean, 2,300 crew. I mean, there you go. That's that for you. I don't know why my front shields are higher than everything else, but that's that. Anyways, I will catch you guys next week, and if you have any questions about this ship that I didn't cover for some reason, whatever, I'll continue in successive Trek Tuesdays to figure out, and if you guys want to know how I've modified this ship a little bit to see how much better it works. Catch you later.